And so many of you, oh, shitskis. So yeah, there's that. We are really looking snatched up in this bitch because I hope this is the right shade because this is not the shirt. Fetch and Roni. I might have went a little bit overboard on the blush, but you know, that happens from time to time. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is Foundation Friday. I am so excited. You guys know that every single Friday I upload a video testing out a new foundation, whether it's a new foundation on the market or it's new to me. I am definitely on the hunt to try to find those awesome bomb foundations out there. Now, as you guys know, I'm almost 40 and I think it's very important for me to share with you guys before I continue what I look for in a foundation, because I think that when somebody is reviewing foundation, it's very, very important to know what they like and what they don't like. We are all so different in what we need from our foundations, and for me, because I'm almost 40, I have dry, normal skin, especially I'm a little bit more drier now during the winter time, and so I have a dry, normal skin situation going on, so anytime I put a super matte foundation on, it just really ages me and looks very heavy and cakey. So I definitely try to look for more of those natural, glowier, radiant type foundations. I prefer maybe a medium coverage. I like a full coverage, but it has to be the right full coverage. If it's too much coverage, it's almost too fake, and I am okay with some of my imperfections coming through. I have hyperpigmentation. I have texture along here. I struggle from adult acne, so I have some texture along here. So as long as that's covered, and even if my hyperpigmentation pokes through a little bit, I'm totally okay with it. Now my skin looks very glowy right now because I do apply a lot of glowing products on my skin because I'm more dry. I'm actually reviewing a foundation from Clinique. This is the Clinique Even Better Glow Foundation. This was launched, I think, around like the beginning of 2018. So I think it's been out probably close to a year or maybe a year ago, but this was kind of the second version to their original formula that is the Even Better Foundation. This is just the glowier version of it. I've had so many of my followers here on YouTube say, oh my gosh, Tara, you would love this foundation. You have to try it. And I was very intrigued. I actually have never tried a foundation from Clinique. I use several of the Clinique's products, like some of their skincare. I love the Take the Day Off, the Moisture Surge. Holy shitskis, that's like the best thing on the planet. So I'm super excited to try this one. I actually have it in the shade WN44T. This is described as moderately fair, warm, neutral undertones. I'm not exactly sure what moderately fair means. I've never heard a shade description quite like that. That's interesting. I think it matches my skin really good. So I have a medium skin with a warmer undertone, especially right now because I do a lot of fake baking because it's in the middle of winter and I'm trying to keep a tan. So when I do my fake tan and self tan and stuff, my skin tends to be a little bit warmer. I will also leave a full list of all the foundations that I love in the description box down below and the shade that I wear, because I do think that that is a good reference for you guys so that you can go down there and look and say, okay, she loves this, 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 and this. I like those foundations, so I think I will definitely be able to relate more to her as far as what she likes in a foundation. I think that's really important. So let's get into the description about this foundation. It is $29 and you get a full ounce, 30 mils, which is awesome. There are 30 different shades of this foundation, but on the Sephora website, there's only 24. So I recommend going to the actual Clinique website and looking at all the different shades that they have to offer. And then if you prefer buying it from Sephora, you can go and check to see if Sephora sells this shade that you're looking for. But if they don't, you can buy it on the Clinique website, which I don't really mind buying from Clinique and Lancome and stuff because you always get really good free gifts. And you can also buy it in stores like at Macy's, Nordstrom's, Dillard's, wherever they sell Clinique, you can definitely buy it at the counter. And you can definitely go get a sample of it so that you can take it home and try it before you actually buy it. They also sell Clinique at Ulta. So I recommend getting a sample of it. I always recommend, if you have an opportunity to get a sample of a foundation before buying it, I always recommend that. So let's get into the details about the foundation. It is a light coverage foundation, which I would say it's more than light. You can make this be a light coverage, but I get a medium coverage out of this, which is good. It is for sensitive, normal, dry, combination, and oily skin. It has a radiant finish. It has SPF of 15, and it's a fluid foundation that improves skin's luminosity instantly and over time thanks to luminizing pigments and vitamin C. Get sheer to moderate coverage and a luminous finish. This moisturizing foundation instantly creates a natural radiance with subtle luminizing pigments. Wear it every day and help skin appear more naturally radiant over time thanks to vitamin C. The broad spectrum SPF of 15 helps prevent future dark spots, which, hello, I'm trying to prevent that at all costs, okay? The formula is long wearing and it's completely oil free. So that's the information on the foundation, and I will definitely say it does not have oil in it. And even though I'm definitely looking dewy because the lights are reflecting off of my skin, this foundation really sets down and it actually looks really skin-like. I think that's probably the one thing that I've really enjoyed about this the most, is it definitely looks extremely skin-like. And today is actually the 3rd day that I have worn this foundation, and I'm actually going to be able to wear it for 4 days, which is very exciting. And sometimes I can only wear foundations for 2 or 3 days, so I'm happy that I'm able to wear this for 4 days. So we're going to head straight into the tutorial, and you're going to see how I apply it. I apply half of the face with a brush and half the face with a sponge, just as you guys can see the different coverage that I achieve with those 2 different application techniques. And then I am going to come back and show you guys like a midday check-in so you guys can see how this is looking. And then after wearing it for 4 days straight, I'm going to come back the evening on that 4th night, and I will come back and give you guys my full opinion on the foundation, because I think that's the best way to test out a foundation, is to really test it for as many days as you can. And so fortunately for me, I've been able to do this for 4 days. So without further ado, let's jump right into the tutorial. I'm going to show you guys how I apply it. I'll come back for my midday check-in, and I'll come back for my final thoughts. So I will see you guys then. Wearing this headband with no hair pulled out looks so weird. Like, normally I, pull out a bunch of hair. This looks so freaking weird right now. It's such a cute headband, but it looks so weird without the hair pulled out around the face. Okay, so I've pulled you guys closer. Let's get into trying out this foundation. So I'm going to do this side with a sponge. And I'm just going to use my Wonder Beauty sponge. Oh, it might be a little bit too orange. Okay, hold on. That's okay, because I'm kind of, right now, I haven't applied my fake tan for a minute. And so my fake tan is old, so I need to reapply it. So once I put fake tan on, my face gets, or my skin kind of pulls more warm. Okay, right away, this is freaking gorgeous. And I don't even have it blended in all the way. I like the finish of this bitch. She is a beaut. It's really, oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to build up a little bit of coverage right around here. This looks good. Like, this looks really good. All right, I'm going to kind of do this business. This looks so good. This is a beautiful foundation. Nice thing about having this squeezy tube is if you get too much out, you can just suck it back up in there. I'm going to go in with the brush on this side. Holy shit skis. This is freaking beautiful. It doesn't even look like foundation. Oh, help me. This is so pretty, you guys. Seriously. This is gorgeous. All right, I can see right away I like the brush side better because I feel like I get better coverage. And typically every time I go in with a brush, I always go over it with a sponge anyways to give me that like sponge finish. But I like this much better with a brush because I feel like I get way better coverage. This side I had to build it with the sponge. And with the brush, you just kind of brush it on and then smooth it out and you're golden. Like, holy fetcheroni, this is pretty. Oh my gosh. I had the same reaction. I'm going to build coverage up here on this side with the brush. Just whatever's left over it. Because I just don't feel like I get the best coverage with the sponge. But, oh my gosh, this is pretty. This is kind of giving me the same feeling that I had when I applied the Lancome Skin Feels Good foundation. I'm having that same flashback of, oh my gosh, this foundation is like perfect for my skin. It's everything I want and need and more in a foundation. And I'm having that same exact vibe. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty, you guys. This is gorgeous. Oh, I'm loving this. Okay, I even like this more than I like the Dior Skin Glow. I'm so curious how this is gonna wear. And don't get me wrong, it is looking a little bit too warm for me right now, but that's just because I really need to update my fake tan. I'm actually doing that tonight. So it's been like, I don't know, 9 days or something. So I'm really white compared to what I normally am when I use a fake tan, if that makes sense. This is so pretty, you guys. This is such a beautiful foundation and it blends so fast. I definitely like the brush side better because I didn't really have to build up the side with a sponge. But look how dewy that looks and just like healthy and glowy. I love this. It's almost 10 a.m. So I will probably come back right around 4 o'clock mark. And I'll let you guys know how this is wearing. So far, this is bomb.com. Like gorgeous on the skin. Loving it. I'm curious how it's gonna last. If it lasts pretty decent, like if I get pretty decent wear time out of this, this might be another new favorite because I am loving, right away I can already tell I really like the way this looks. So fingers crossed that we come back and it still looks this good and it's wearing good. I may or may not have a headband. That remains to be seen. So that's what we're doing. I'm gonna get off of here. I will see you guys later on this afternoon. Okay, I'm back. I did dump the headband because it was kind of throwing me off. I haven't worn a headband in a while and I just figured, you know what, we're gonna dump it. So let me go ahead and do my midday check-in. It is currently, let me wipe my phone off because it's pretty dirty. It is currently 3:13, so just after 3. So I've had it on for 5 hours and so far, I like this, and in fact, it really sets down nicely. Little bit tacky, but nothing too major. It looks very natural and very pretty. I'm so impressed with the way that this foundation looks and the way it feels. It feels so comfortable, and I am really impressed with it. I'm not getting any creasing. I'm not getting any cracking. Wow. I can see why everybody likes this foundation because this is bomb. In fact, I'm going to go as far as to say that I like this one more than the Dior Skin Glow, which is fantastic because it's so much cheaper. I'm going to really try to wear this for 12 hours or longer. When I test out a foundation, I try to wear it for 12 hours or longer because I do know that there's a lot of you out there who work really long shifts and you have really long days, and you guys need to know if the foundation is going to work. I cannot stand watching foundation reviews when they only wear it for like 7 or 8 hours. That drives me nuts because there's so many women out there and men that wear their foundation longer. They don't wear it for 8 hours. I am so impressed with this. Like I can't even begin to tell you how impressed I am with this foundation. It looks so smooth and so pretty, just very natural. And yes, I am getting the foundation around my collar, but I knew that was gonna happen. But this looks so good, like so pretty. It's just so natural. So far, this looks unbelievably beautiful. I mean, it's such a beautiful foundation. If I had to rate this foundation based on the application and 5 hours in, I would give this a hard 5. 5 out of a 5, 5-star, beautiful. So I'm gonna see if that opinion changes. You know, you just never know. We're only 5 hours in, but so far it is unbelievably beautiful. So I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. I really don't have anything negative to say about the foundation. It's not settling into my lines. It's not thick and cakey. It's just a really pretty foundation. I'm like so beyond impressed. I'm obsessed. It looks so good. So that's it for this check-in. I will see you guys on Thursday night and I will give you the full rundown on how this wore. I'm gonna take pictures from then. I'm gonna take pictures, see how it looks, and yeah. So I will see you guys on Thursday evening. Okay, everyone, I'm back for my final thoughts. It is Thursday night. It is currently 10:30. So I think I put this foundation on right around like 9:30 this morning. So it's been on for like 13 hours and I've pretty much worn it every single day these last 4 days for like 12, 13 hours. And so I have a lot to say about it and I love it. Hands down, it's a 5 out of a 5. This is a bomb foundation. Now, you guys know that I love the Lancome Skin Feels Good. This is my all-time favorite foundation of all time. I don't know that I have found a better foundation than this ever. Like it's just that good. This one comes dang close. Literally, this one comes close. There is something gorgeous about this. It wears beautifully. It looks very natural. It wears off very naturally. And I love it. You can't see it sitting on my skin. It's so skin-like. I would say this one's more hydrating as far as that goes. For me, it's a 10 out of a 10. I would say this is like a 9 out of a 10. You know what I'm saying? Like this is dang close to being as good as this one. I would say this is probably my second favorite foundation, if I had to kind of put it in a line. And this is bomb. Like I can see why so many of you guys have been begging me to use this, because this is a beautiful foundation and I am completely blown away. I am, you guys. This is so good. And I love the way it makes my skin look. I love how healthy my skin looks. It's a very dependable foundation. Like I've maintained coverage like right around in this area. It's amazing. I mean, it is amazing. Now it's 13 hours later, so I'm looking a little bit haggard right now, but this is really good, you guys. Like, I love it. I do. And the shade is perfect. This shade match was dead on accurate. Like, it is so perfect for my skin. I can't even tell you how close this shade match is. And I am so grateful to all of you out there, you know who you are, who have been begging me to use this. Maybe Chillin' was the first one that was like, Tara, you gotta try this. You've gotta try it. And here we are. I'm finally trying it and I love it. She's been raving about it. And I am so glad I tried this out. This is amazing. I would never recommend this foundation to somebody who has combination or oily skin. Maybe combo if you set it right, but somebody that has oily skin would not want to touch this with a 10-foot pole because it's super hydrating. But this one, on the other hand, you know, maybe not, because if you're somebody with oily skin, you're kind of trying to get rid of the shiny look because you like it to be a little bit more mattifying, right? I still think this would look really, really pretty on combination and oily skin, but I guess it depends on what you like and what you want with your oily skin. What I also love about this is that it's a light, medium, buildable coverage. So if you're somebody that just wants a little bit of light coverage where you want more of like a BB type cream, you could totally put this on, put a light layer on, and you're good to go. And it looks so much like your skin, but better type situation. But you can also build this. So you can build it to, you know, build the coverage where you want, but it doesn't get cakey. It's kind of one of the perfect foundations for somebody who has dry, normal skin, even combination skin, that likes a little bit of that dewy, healthy, natural looking glow, more of a natural skin-like finish, all of that situation. You will love this foundation. It's 29 bucks. It's amazing. And I am blown away by it, you guys. I really am. And I've actually grown to really like the whole squeezy tube thing. In fact, I kind of like this packaging more than I do my Lancome, because sometimes if I get too much out of my Lancome, I can't put it back in. And so that's kind of a pain. So like with this, if I get too much product out, I can just take the little squeezy tube thing and kind of suck it back up into the bottle. And it's awesome being able to do that. The shade matches me perfect. If you want to order this from Sephora, that's totally fine, but I would definitely go to the Clinique website and look at the actual shades first, because there's something wonky with the whole shade descriptions on the Sephora website. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's a little bit weird. Mine was moderately fair, because this is the shade T, so it's WN44, which is warm neutral 44, and it's called T, but it's described on Sephora as moderately fair, warm, neutral undertones. Moderately fair? This is not a fair foundation. I don't have fair skin. This is weird. So I wouldn't go based on the Sephora's situation. Like, I would actually go to their website and actually look at the shades and then go back to Sephora and order it from there. It has a 4.5 out of a 5-star rating. So most people that get this give it a 5-star. It's that good. I know that Clinique has the even better foundation, and I guess it's a little bit more fuller coverage, and it's a little bit more of like a natural matte, maybe a more, you know, powdery matte type situation. It's not overly matte, but everything that I'm reading about it, it's more of a natural matte finish. This one's just the glowy version of that, but with less coverage. I guess you get more coverage with the Even Better than you do with the Even Better Glow. I feel like even if you have like texture or acne scars or anything like that, I feel like you're gonna get good coverage with this because you can build it without it settling into those craters. Like you can build this foundation to the point where it's going to cover it, but it's not going to attach weird to any of your texture. And because it has that light reflecting, and I never believed that kind of stuff, I'll be honest with you, I never believed the whole light reflecting and all these fancy things that these foundations claim to have. You know what I'm talking about. But this one, I would say it does have a little bit of that light reflecting properties to it. And this is bomb, you guys. Like, this is bomb. And I am so glad I have it. This is a 5 out of 5, you guys. Bomb, bomb foundation. So that's what I have for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Next Friday, I will be reviewing a brand new foundation. Now, I know many of you guys are waiting to hear my opinion on this one. This is the Burberry Fresh Glow foundation, and it will be coming up soon, but I actually have a new foundation from Chanel that I am so excited to test out. I will put a picture of it right here because I don't know what it's called. Off the top of my head, I have no idea. So here's a picture. But I'm going to be reviewing that foundation. It actually arrives tomorrow, so I'm going to start wearing it and let you guys know next Friday how I feel about it. Don't forget to come right back here tomorrow because I'm actually going to be following a makeup tutorial of one of my favorite YouTube creators. I love her so much, and I'm going to follow one of her tutorials. So come right back here tomorrow to check that out. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend filled with love and happiness. I will hopefully see you guys back here tomorrow, and I love you guys so much. Bye!